Today we are going to explore the crucial aspect of the OpenID Connect, that is well-known URL for the key clock. And let's explore what it is and how to access it and break down each part of its output. So basically the well-known URL, it is a URL path used to make certain types of metadata and configuration information available on the web server. So this URL allows application to retrieve the OpenID provider configuration, which includes information such as endpoints, supported authentication methods, and other essential details required for interacting with the identity provider. So I have logged in to the KeyCloack UI, running it through the Docker, and we can see the Nipuna Ream here. If we go to the Ream settings, we can access the well-known URL from here. We can see the OpenID endpoint configuration. If we click on this, the well-known URL, it will get open and we can see all the output parameters here. These are basically the different methods supported by the identity provider. We can also check the same with the same URL from the postman also. If we it should be the get method, and if we give the same method here in the URL, same URL in here, and we click on the send, we can see the same output. So this is the well-known URL here, and let's break down each parameter in the output and see, like, what it is, and I will just explain what about each of the parameter. So first, coming to the issuer, this is it has written this URL. This URL is basically the entity that issues the OpenID Connect tokens, and this one authorization endpoint, the URL where the user is redirected to the authorize the client. This URL can be used for that. The token endpoint, this URL is for exchanging authorization codes for the tokens. And coming to the introspection endpoint, this is the URL for checking the active state of the access token. Next, coming to the user info endpoint, this URL is for receiving the user profile information. And coming to the end session endpoint, this URL is for logging the user out of the system. And coming to this should be the true or false. This indicates, like, if the session logout mechanism is supported or not. This front channel logout supported. This indicates that if the front channel logout is supported or not, with true or false. And next one is JWKS URI. This URL is for retrieving the JSON web key set. And next one, check session iframe. This URL is for checking the session status via the iframe. And coming to the grant type supported, the supported grant types for the token exchange will be returned here. And next one is the grant ACR value supported. The supported authentication context class references will be returned here. Next, coming to the response type supported, the supported response types for the authorization will be returned. Next, coming to the subject type supported, the supported types of subject identifiers will be returned here. And next one is the ID token signing all values supported. The supported algorithms for signing ID tokens will be returned here. Next one is the ID token encryption all values supported. The supported algorithms for encrypting ID tokens will be returned, and the ID token encryption ENC values supported. The supported encryption methods for ID tokens will be returned here. The next one is the user info signing all values supported. The supported algorithms for signing user info will be returned here. Next one is the user info signing all values supported. The supported algorithms for signing user info will be returned here. Next one is user info encryption ENC values supported. The supported encryption methods for user info will be returned here. And next one is the request object signing all values supported. So the supported algorithms for encrypting the request objects will be returned here in this. Next one is request object encryption algo values supported. The supported algorithms for encrypting the request objects will be written here. The request object encryption ENC values supported. The supported encryption methods for request objects will be written here. Next one is the response mode supported. All the response modes that are supported for the authorization will be written here. Next one is the registration endpoint. This is the URL for client registration. For client registration, we have to use this URL. And next one is the token endpoint auth method supported. The supported authentication methods for the token endpoint will be written here. The token endpoint auth signing all values supported. So the token endpoint auth signing all values supported. We will be returning the supported algorithms for signing authentication at the token endpoint. Next one is the introspection endpoint auth models supported. The supported authentication methods for the introspection endpoint will be written here. Next one is the introspection endpoint auth signing all values supported. The supported algorithms for signing authentication at the introspection endpoint will be returned here. Next one is this authorization signing all values supported. The supported algorithms for signing authorization requests will be written here. Next one is the authorization encryption all values supported. It will return all the supported algorithms for encrypting authorization requests. And this one encryption ENC values supported. This supported encryption methods for authorization requests will be written here. Next one is the claim supported. So the supported claims that can be included in the tokens will be returned here. The claim support type supported, the supported types of the claims will be returned here. And claims parameter supported or not will be returned in this parameter. And the scopes supported, all the scopes will be returned which were supported for the authorization. Next one is the request parameter supported, indicates if the request parameter is supported or not. This one indicates if the request parameter is supported or not. Sorry, the request URL parameter is supported or not. This one indicates if request URI registration is supported or not, is required or not. The code challenge method supported for the PKCE code challenge. All the supported methods will be returned here. So this one indicates if access tokens are bound to the client certificate or not. Next one coming to the revocation endpoint. This URL is for revocating the tokens, revoking the tokens. We have to use this URL. Next one is the revocation endpoint with auth method supported. The supported authentication methods for the revocation endpoint will be returned here. And coming to this, the supported algorithms for signing authentication at the revocation endpoint will be returned. It indicates if back channel logout is supported or not. This indicates the back channel logout session is supported or not. And coming to this device authorization endpoint, this is the URL for device authorization. And coming to this back channel token delivery mode supported, all the delivery modes that are supported will be returned here for the back channel. Coming to the back channel authentication, and so this is the endpoint for back channel authentication, and these are the different request authentication signing values supported. Back channel, so basically all the supported algorithms for signing back the channel authentication requests will be returned here. The required push authorization request, it indicates if pushed authorization requests are required or not. And this indicates the URL for the pushed authorization request. And MTLS endpoint aliases. The aliases for mutual TLS endpoints are written here. The authorization response ISS parameter supported. This indicates the ISS parameter is supported in the authorization responses or not. So these are all the parameters which are returned by the well-known endpoint. So I think this video is helpful, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.